Hello everyone, welcome back. I am here to do some articles. Now, a couple of days ago, I think it was on the 28th or the 29th, me and my family we busted the serial killer. He go by hold on. It's titled the article is titled 11 Victims in Two States, a timeline of Henry Wallace killings in Charlotte and South Carolina. Okay, yeah, we busted him 2 days ago. He had a lot of women at the Boys and Girls Club in Beverly, and I think I was one of them. I don't know. I think he got me back in the day though, in my past life. But I do know. Remember I told you about me, my sister Lanisha, and my auntie. We seen my big sister. We seen that man drop that body off in that trash can. My daughter-in-law. Okay, well that's separate though. Okay, so after that situation, we ran our ass in the house. We went back in my room. Tell me why this man was in my room, though. Literally, we was so spooked the fuck out, bro. I had to put my TV on pause, bro. Like it was so scary. But I think he left out. Okay, I don't think he broke in and get us. Okay, I don't think so. I thought he did, but then after looking at my picture and I watched the video, he got me a long time ago, and he got on my cousin David bodysuit. But that's yeah, but we finna get that straight too, okay? Okay, so let's begin the story. But I know some of these women from Physical Texas out, okay? Yeah, they finna tell y'all, okay? Some of them did not come back, but some did, okay? So these are the women. I'm gonna put a more picture of them um in the description box. If y'all want me to do them separate as well, I can. I will. So over 22 months, from 1992 to 1994, Henry Louise Wallace killed 10 young women in Charlotte after killing a teenager in Barnesville, South Carolina, a few years before. He knew all his victims except one. Henry Louise Wallace killed 11 women before his March 1994 arrest in Charlotte. Here's the timeline of his killings and prosecution. March the 8th, 1990, Wallace murders Tashana Bevere, an 18-year-old high school student in Barnwell, South Carolina, the killer's hometown. Her body is found floating in a pond on April the 1st. Wallace is questioned but not charged. November 1992, Wallace moves to Charlotte and finds jobs in fast food restaurants. May 1992, Wallace loses a rock to kill Sharon Nance, 33, a convicted drug dealer and prostitute, after she demands to be paid for sex. Her body is found May the 27th. Coming up, Nance has a long criminal record, but her family remembered her as a kind and generous sister and daughter who wrote poetry, and cared for her son. I'm hearing food, okay? A killer's long shadow. 30 years ago, Henry Louise Wallace cast a murderous shadow across Charlotte, raping and strangling 10 women before his arrest. Wallace's killings broke up families, stole daughters and sisters from their loved ones, and left 7 children without their mothers. Okay. June 14, 1992. Wallace rapes and strangles 20-year-old Carolina Love in the apartment she shared with Wallace's then girlfriend. Wallace helps file the missing person report with police. Love's body recovered 20 months later after Wallace's arrest. Love worked as a prize employee at Bojangles on Central Avenue. February the 19th, 1993. Wallace rapes and strangles Shauna Hawk, a 20-year-old Central Piedmont student found floating in the bathtub of her family home. Wallace was Hawk's supervisor at Taco Bell and attended her funeral. Love was quiet, hardworking, and so unpretentious that on the ride to her junior prom, she took off her fake fingernails and threw them onto Independent Boulevard. Okay, June 22nd, 1993. Wallace rapes and strangles Andre Spain, 24, Sprain, whose parents called her baby, came to Charlotte from a small town in South Carolina, hoping to work with computers. She rounded up at Taco Bell, where she worked alongside Wallace. August the 10th, 1993. Wallace rapes and strangles Valencia Jumper, a 24-year-old computer science major at Johnson C. Smith University from Columbia, South Carolina, who is friends with his sister. He sets fire to Jumper's apartment to make it appear she had died in an accidental blaze. Yeah, y'all, real motherfucking shit. Like, they was all working that night. You hear me? They were all working that night. I'm glad I called them. I'm glad I called my sisters to come over, man, because they did not come over. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay. September the 14th, 1993. Wallace rapes, strangles, and stabs college student Michelle Stinson Freeney in front of one of her two young sons. She was a friend of his from Taco Bell and was studying at CPCC to become a graphic artist. February the 20th, 1994, Wallace rapes and strangles Vanessa Mack, 25, in her West Charlotte apartment. Wallace met Mack through her sister who worked with him at Taco Bell. He told others he fell in love with Mack at first sight and was known to have doted on Mack's 4-month-old daughter, Natalie, who was left on a nearby couch during her mother's killing. March the 9th, 1994. Wallace rapes and strangles Betty Bacom, 24, a co-worker of Wallace's girlfriends at Bojangles. He also steals her car, on which police later find his palm print before her death. Bacom taught the transfer into a Bojangles in Sanford to be closer to her fiancé. March the 9th, 1994. Wallace goes back to the same East Charlotte apartment complex where Bacon lived to rape and strangle Brandy Henderson, the girlfriend of one of Wallace's best friends. Henderson holds her 10-month-old son Tyrese during the assault. Wallace tells police he gave Tyrese a bottle and a pacifier, but choked him with a towel when the toddler keeps crying. The boy recovers. March the 12th, 1994. Wallace rapes and stabs Deborah Ann Slaughter, 35, another co-worker of his former girlfriend. Slaughter, tall and strong, had fought her attacker. Friends remembered her for her laugh and sense of humor and the beautiful singing voice she displayed in church choirs. March the 13th, 1994. Wallace is arrested after police find him hiding in the bathroom of a friend's apartment in East Charlotte. Wallace had talked of leaving town that day and returned to Barnwell. March the 14th, 1994. After an all-night interrogation followed by an early morning prayer with police, Wallace began writing down the names of his victims. Police expected 3 or 4. Wallace listed 10. September the 30th, 1996. Jury selection begins in Charlotte for Wallace's trial on 9 murder charges. The killings of Bertha, Badia, and Nance was not included. January the 7th, a Mecklenburg County jury finds Wallace guilty of 9 murders. January the 29th, 1997, Wallace received 9 death sentences. He has remained on death row in Central Prison in Raleigh for more than 26 years. Okay, y'all? So that is the story of the Charlotte Strangler named Henry Wallace. Enjoy.